internets, I'm back again with Mojo Coffee and another instructional video on coffee, the stuff that we're always talking about. So today I'm getting off the espresso machine for a little bit. We're going to talk about terroir, which is something you generally speak of more when you're talking about wine. I'm going to do a very brief overview of, you know, kind of just where everything comes from and why it all comes from. Maybe you can be in this video with me. Good, come here. Okay, we'll talk to you about terroir. So, generally, you divide the world of coffee, the coffee belt that goes across sort of the equator area, into three categories. What are they? No, close enough. You've got the Central and South American coffee, you've got your African coffee, you've got your Far Eastern coffee. And they all differ in terms of where they're grown in that region, but they have the same basic characteristics. So the first thing we're going to look at is a Nicaraguan coffee, which is pretty indicative of a lot of Central and South American coffees. You're looking for nuts, you're looking for caramels, you're looking for brown sugar characteristic, usually a nice crisp acidity on the finish, not always, but usually. At Mojo, we generally roast these fairly medium to keep those lovely brown sugars and to keep those nuts really at the forefront of your palate, and not to dumb them down by any carbonization in the roasting process. The next thing we're going to look at is Tanzania AA, which I actually don't have any African coffee for retail right now. We have it on the back shelf. It's really nice. I'm drinking it in this French press. African coffees are usually more fruity. They're more citrusy. They're more winey. They're the classic, I can't believe this is coffee. You get, like I'm saying, you get berries, you get citrus, you get very high acidity, you get lingering finishes. People compare African coffee to fine Merlot, or Merlot is probably the best thing for that. I don't know how many people drink wine either. And then moving on from there, we have Far Eastern coffee, and I've got this organic Sumatra, which is also fair trade certified. Moja, everything is fair trade certified. This one's just an old label. So we've got your Far Eastern coffees are kind of like jungle coffee, really. They've got lots of earth, lots of depth to them, and especially in Sumatra, they undergo a little bit of a different processing that gives them that big husky flavor, kind of classic deep coffee flavor. We roast this stuff really dark because we can. More than anything else. It's nice to get some herby flavors in there, lots of like forest floor, and almost no acidity when you're roasting this dark. Of course, that's just a really brief overview of where all these coffees come from, but if you know your regions a little bit better, you can figure out what coffee you like and then stick to whichever region of the world that you like most for your coffee, and then experiment within there to find different stuff that you like. So I hope that's really informative. Obviously, you can talk to any of us down at Moja about any of this. Usually we know too much about the coffees that are in the stores, so we're happy to help.